In this video we're going to look at adding cameras, camera rotations and movements to the animation sequence. So let's have a look at what we've got. So we have a 14-second clip and we have the clamp moving in and then moving back out again. So at the moment we've got no movement in the camera views, but we can change this. So let's go back to the beginning of the sequence. Let's make sure that the assembly is central and then turn on the camera views. So everything we do now can technically affect the view. So let's recentralize as we've just done and then replace this keyframe with the current view. So that was just a right click and then replace keyframe. So we're moving to 2 seconds and we add a keyframe. We're being very careful to make sure that we've got the camera highlighted on the left hand toolbar. You can see nothing's happening so far because all we've done is we've replicated the camera viewpoint at 0 seconds at 2. But now we want to create some movement. So let's actually move at 6 seconds. Let's actually move the camera away. So I'm going to zoom out. So we zoom. And I need to reposition. Because what I'm doing here is as the clamp closes, we need more of the assembly in screen, in view. So let's just zoom out as the animation occurs, add a keyframe, and now we've got a black line between the two keyframes. So this indicates that something's actually happening, something's moving. And now you can see the camera has zoomed out. Okay, so now let's try adding some rotation. So at 8 seconds, we're going to start a 360 degree rotation of the camera. So we add another keyframe. Nothing's happened between 6 and 8, so there's blank space. Now at 10 seconds, let's do a quarter turn. We can add the keyframe. We can actually add a rotation using the animation selector, but we're going to do this manually. Sorry, the rotation wizard tool, I mean. So at 12 seconds, we're going to rotate again 90 degrees. Add another keyframe. 14 seconds. Add a third keyframe. We need some more time, so let's drag to 16. And I need to add my final keyframe. Okay. Now as I recorded this tutorial prior to recording the audio, you'll notice there's a mistake here at 14 seconds. I've performed a 180 degree rotation, so I've overwritten the quarter turn keyframe. Now a little bit later, this is going to be corrected, but right now the assumption is in the video that I've performed the 360 degree rotation in 4 sequences. So you're going to notice now that things occur a little bit quickly. So here we've got a quarter turn, then another quarter turn, and then suddenly everything goes to a little bit quick here. So this is the benefit of hindsight. I've left this in the video just to show you how to correct it later on. So at the start of the video, we're closed. At the end of the video, sorry, at the start of the video, we're open. and at the end of the video we're closed. Now if we were to loop the video, this would look a little bit awkward, so we can change this in the linear motor properties. So we've created a motor earlier in the animation in a previous video, and we segmented the movements of the actual mechanism. So from 10 to 14 seconds, we've got a transition from one position to another, but nothing from 14 to 16. So from 14 to 16, we're going to maintain that non-movement. So we're going to guarantee by doing this that the clamp actually remains open. So if we play, we're not going to notice anything here. We're going to notice that between 14 and 16 seconds there is a clamp movement, this closing motion. But if we recalculate, so let's go back to the beginning, tap the recalculate button, and it's recalculating the animation, and it will, and now nothing will happen between 14 and 16 seconds. And this loops the video background nicely, so we can play a continual loop. Okay. So the movement here is going a little bit slowly, so I'm kind of going to move a few things around. So from between 2 and 6, I'm now going from 1 to 4. I just want this zooming out to occur a little bit earlier. And now we're going to correct the 360-degree rotation that's going very quickly between 12 and 14 seconds. So let's now correct this. So my first quarter turn, my second quarter turn, and then suddenly 180 degrees. And this is the point in the video where we go, okay, we need to reset this slightly. So there's the quarter turn added at 13 seconds, and then let's just space everything out. So at 2-second intervals, we can just move things around. And that would have been okay at 13, so let's move that back. And then just space out to 15. So now things should flow a little bit better. So let's just play it through again. Zooming out. Quarter turn, second quarter turn, third, and then the final back to the original position. You can see we've looped it around quite nicely now, back to the beginning position. Okay, so if we save the animation, we can set our output file. So I'm going to just change the output size, maybe change the fixed aspect ratio if I want to keep the height or the width. Okay, so I'm going to just animate the screen as is, but you can do this as a rendering if you like. So you could turn Photo View 360 on. I'm going to accept the default, so let's just move the compression up. We've got various codecs we can use. Okay, let's allow Solidworks to recalculate. So it runs through the sequence because we're outputting what's occurring on screen. It just goes through the calculation and creates the video file at the same time. If you were going to create a rendering as an output file, it would take much longer because it's obviously got to do a rendering of every single frame. Okay, so that we should have a finished video. So let's find the video and just bring it onto the screen just to have a look at what we've got as our final output. And that's it. That's the final video. And that's how to add and manipulate camera orientations and output to a video file in Solidworks. I hope you like this video. If you'd like to see more like this tutorial, please hit subscribe now.